Pick 3 Florida players. Are you guys still struggling where to find some of the hottest numbers for your state? Well, don't worry. I'm Miss Florida Hot Picks, and I'm going to share with you exactly how to use a grid like the 1, 2, 3 rundown you see right here, and where you should focus on some of the hottest numbers. Shout out to our member Kelly for giving us the request. Make sure that you guys check out our channel membership so you're able to not only see sneak peek behind all of our workout videos, but be able to request your state pick 3 videos as well. Okay, so make sure you guys do that. Well, back to what we're going to talk about today. We're going to go over this 1, 2, 3 rundown, and I want to show you exactly where you should be focusing your eye to lock in some hot numbers. Let's go ahead and start with April 8th evening here in Florida. The hit was 664. First question is, how do we put all these numbers together, and where do we start looking for hot numbers? Well, the first thing I want you to do is once you lock in your hit, is I want you to add each of these numbers down the columns. So for the first column, we're going to add 1 all the way down. So 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 1 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. For your 2-digit numbers, only use your ones, place your 0, okay? 0 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, and 5 plus 1 is 6. You know you did it right. The number you start with should be the number you end with. Real simple, right? Then you would add 2 all the way down the second column, 3 all the way down the third column. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to start getting yourselves ready to look for what we call key boxes. All right? Key boxes have been used by quite a few players. I love them. I introduced this on my channel a few years ago. Shout out to the Pick 3 Lottery guy in South Carolina. For really studying and getting us back on track with these key boxes. Now, first of all, what is a key box? When you're looking on your grid on the right side, especially using the 1, 2, 3 rundown, you're going to notice that there's going to be doubles and mirrors that cross each other. Okay, so let's talk about mirror numbers for a second. What is a mirror number? You see the 4, 4 crossing, right? But then you also see this 1, 6 crossing. Those are what we call mirror numbers, okay? All right? And the mirror numbers are the same number, but they're opposite. So 1 and 6 is actually the same number, okay? Whenever you see doubles and mirrors cross, that is your key box area, okay? So let me go through all of the mirror numbers so you don't get lost, okay? A 0 could be a 5, 5 could be a 0. 1 could be a 6, 6 could be a 1. 2 could be a 7, 7 could be a 2. 3 could be an 8, 8 could be a 3, 4 could be a 9, and a 9 could be a 4. So make sure you jot those mirrors down, okay? Because the mirrors and doubles will change depending on your rundown, okay? Now, I want you to pay attention, all right, to these triple 4s here. Notice that I have them in red. They're hot, okay? 4, 4, 4. In Florida, and you guys may see a different variety of triples. Whenever you see your key boxes and you see triples that are coming slanted, pay attention. They can come in other ways. I'm not saying they can't, but especially when they're slanted here in Florida, that could be telling you that the numbers in the box, those hottest pairs, could be coming up soon. So notice how the triple 4s, they cross the 1, 6. Now, sometimes the question is which pairs could be hot. Could it be the 4, 4 pair that could be hot? Could it be the 6, 1 pair could be hot? They both could, right? I noticed for the last couple days for Florida, okay, I noticed that using the opposite of the triple. That's why it's good to identify them if you possibly can. All right, so let's take for instance that they're using opposite of the triple. So 6, 1 could be a hot pair, okay? Now, sometimes they may want to use the numbers inside the box to complete the combination, like 6, 1, 4. Or sometimes they may like to use numbers around the box. I notice, especially on the side, they may like to use them a little bit more often, but they may use any of these numbers. just to keep our options low so we're not picking so many numbers. Don't you guys hate that? You have numbers you're going to play, but there's so many of them, and you're scratching your head. You're like, I don't want to do all that. Okay, I got you. Well, start paying attention to your grids. When you see hits come off of them, this will help you to study. That way you have a general area of where you may want to choose your third number. Excuse me, let me slow down. So I like to generally look on the side, but again, they could pick them on any area. Okay, so let's say 164 if they're in the box, 166, that's a false triple, and 165. Okay, now I will tell you, don't just stay in that area. I want you to also look at your mirrors. Again, people don't know halfway down the rundowns are just pure mirrors. Just like we started with the 664, okay, we also halfway down it becomes a 169. Okay, so just like I found these 4 4s, I need to find my other key box. That's where doubles and mirrors cross. Now you're going to see a change here. Okay, all right, you're going to see a change. You notice how that was 6-1, right? But now they changed to a 6-6. Notice how the 4 9s, the 4 4s become 4 9s now. They become mirrors. Okay, so I'm telling you to choose because sometimes you don't know which exact box they're going to come from. Study will tell you. Okay, so let's say they're picking the pairs opposite of the triples or false triples. Let's go with 6-6 again. So 6-6-4, maybe 6-6-9, because see how there's 2 numbers in there now. Maybe 6-6-1, which we already have, so I won't repeat it. Okay, and 6-6-0. Okay, and let's say you held on to those numbers for a couple days. Be prepared, because sometimes Florida, they don't like to play numbers just the next day or the next draw. If you guys are not sure, practice on paper. Don't just go to the store, start spending money. See if you can start getting hits. You have no business spending money until you know you can have the confidence to play on paper and win first. Okay, all right, sorry I have to say that, but I do. Okay, because the complaints in the comments are so real and y'all need to stop. Anyways, what actually hit the next midday on April 9th? 651. So from this list, we had 651. Okay, and as you notice, I have them in yellow. 651. They all connect from the box. Okay, so key boxes can be very special. It depends on how you're breaking it down. It depends on your state, and every state may have their own little something. Okay, let's go to one more, but before I do, y'all make sure y'all get those likes. I want you guys to make sure you share this video with someone, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, now let's go to another day, because I want to tie all this in about when you may want to play numbers, but I want to get this done first, so I want to share something. So let's take April 9th. The hit was 651. Okay, now you're going to get key boxes wherever you go, but like I said, if you notice the false triples or triples are kind of slanted, this could be a, like I said, patterns to pay attention to. But that doesn't mean that they're the only. Okay, so you're not going to say, oh, Miss Floyd, they came, but they was doing something else. They could. I'm just sharing with you what happened the last couple days. So study. All right, so here we have your 9972. So I'm going to go the opposite of the false triples for right now. All right, so 72 pair could be hot. Maybe they may do 729. Maybe they may do 727 or 723 if they decide to stay in those areas. But also go to your other key box area. The numbers will change. 7-2 becomes a 7-7. That's why you need to know mirrors. Okay, and 9-4, or that 9-9 became a 9-4. So I'm going to go the opposite of the false trips. I'm going to go 7-7, 9, 7, 7, 4 inside the box first. And if they decide to stay the third number outside, maybe 777. Now you see how triples are coming, right? Sometimes that could be a way triples could come for you guys. 778. Okay, let's say you held on to those numbers. I'm not telling you to go to the store and play all of them. I'm just telling you, giving you options, what you might want to look for. Okay. All right. So what actually hit the next draw, this came pretty quick, 297. Now here's the good thing. You have your 729, which would have been in the box. True. But look at the extra. It came straight across. I personally love looking for hits that are not only in the box, but that come straight across. That's my go-to. That's my little secret. And you take that where you want to. Okay? Okay. Here's the thing. They don't come when you want to, so you may have to hold your numbers for a few days. You should be patient. You should be practicing on paper first. Did y'all enjoy? Did y'all really enjoy what we did today? Definitely go ahead and get them likes up right now. Go ahead and share the video. All right? And if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. Okay? Y'all go ahead and do that. But that was it. I don't want to get too deep. Y'all make sure if you want to get deep, I'm going to tell you again, join that membership. The link will be in the description. I'll have a little pic to show you how to do it. All right, we'll see you on the next video.